joining us on another edition of CWA Saturday Night Extreme. Today is November the 11th, and we are 2 weeks away from our big show, CWA Maximum Carnage 2017, where every match will take place inside of a steel cage. Michael Andrews and myself, Lethal, here to do commentary for the evening.
No RBK tonight?
RBK not here tonight. He left early last week. He got into it with Rion Skills. He accepted a match with Rion Skills at Maximum Carnage for the Internet title. But then he abruptly left, and he's not here tonight. No sign of the Jaguar. He did say that he will be back here next week. And we can only give you that for as far as RBK goes. We're going to get started with our first match as you hear the music of Dark Entity member Sin. But I'm more interested in who Sin's going to be facing tonight.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm excited to see Sin. Sin, a future Hall of Famer, CWA champion, high flag. Wait a minute, no, that's not Sin. It's not Sin at all. Yeah, it's just plain old Sin.
Former Dark Entity member, former CWA Tag Team Champion. Very mysterious, making his way into the ring, but like I said, more interested in his opponent tonight, which is Warlord.
Yeah. Warlord, you guys still having your problems.
You saw what happened last week. It's more than just that. I gave Warlord his rematch to face Franklin Cole for the Second City title last week. He lost the match, and afterwards, well, while I was checking on the referee that he assaulted, I might add, Warlord proceeded to assault me, and he even gave me his DDT.
Well, that kind of behavior is uncalled for, Lethal. We don't need that kind of behavior here. You know, this guy thinks he can walk around, do what he wants to do, demand what he wants. It's just not how it works.
The fact of the matter is, I'm a member of the board of directors, just like you and RBK. I have no interest in getting physical with the roster. This guy put his hands on me again.
He's still mean mugging you out there.
You can't assault your boss, it's simple as that. And
you two suck! 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 You
You
two
can hear how everybody feels about these guys.
his actions will have consequences. I assure you that. You know, my neck was sore. It's still sore, but I'm here, I'm standing.
It looks like Warlord's got it. Oh, come on!
What was that? Low blowed him.
Jesus Christ.
Was that a 5-second match? Sin is your winner.
Are you serious?
That was over before it started.
That's a
Michael
message.
Andrews.
That's a message.
Cut the music here. He's got a microphone, I think.
Everybody sing! Warlord sucks! 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 Everybody sing last week. What? With that idiot bastard of the board of directors did. What? So I had to do what I had to do. What? And I DDT his ass right here this week. What? So I will not fight another match. What? Until you get your ass down here and give me the Second City title rematch that I deserve.
See, here we go again. He's demanding another title match.
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to go and address this, it looks like, again, and let's just see what happens.
All right. Lethal leaving the announce booth right now. He's going to go address this situation with Warlord. Of course, I for one, think that Warlord's actions, especially as of late, are just completely uncalled for.
Thank you for that. Sorry you had to sit through this quote-unquote wrestling match to open the show between this gentleman and Sin.
That was a match?
But I find it funny that after what you did last week, which was even a new low for you,
Right.
and you come out here and expect yet another rematch for the Second City title. The thing is, I didn't want to give you your rematch last week, but I did. I gave you your rematch because, well, I guess you deserved it. And what happened? You assaulted the referee, knocking him out cold. Right.
Kind of hard to win a match without a referee.
Stupid.
So I did what I had to do, and I stepped in, took over, and what happened? You lost. Fair and square. 1, 2, 3.
That's true.
However, over the past 6 months, hell, really over the past year, you've been one of the best competitors.
More and more sucks. More and more sucks. More and more sucks.
So, I'll tell you what. By the end of the night, you will have your answer. It's not going to be tonight if we say yes. But by the end of the night, you'll know whether or not you'll be competing at National Friday for the second seed title. Between an hour, hour and a half.
Looking back at me.
Well, there you have it. Lethal said he's going to give him an hour and a half before he gives him an answer on whether or not he will get another shot at the CWA Second City Championship here tonight.
You are the antidote against me, but something strong like a drug against me.
I don't think Warlord's very happy with that. He has no choice. Like I said, this is the way things are going to happen here.
Well, Michael Andrews, we're going to get started with our first match here, but Warlord's got some pair on him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The leader of the Redneck Connection, Cleotis Keg, scheduled for singles competition. Let's hope this match was a little better than our first match. Warlord, low blowing Sin, giving Sin the disqualification victory.
If you even want to consider that a match, I certainly don't.
And
Nevertheless, another win for Sin. It's like his 4th one since he's been here.
you're going to leave this up to me, whether or not I give him another shot at the second city title?
That's your...
RBK's not here. I mean,
Listen,
I have no problem making this decision myself.
two of you guys got to end this once and for all. You need to figure it out. Make that...
It's real simple. I really don't think I've done anything unfair to the man.
Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. All I know is he's got a hard on. That's something you got to take care of.
A hard on to the second city title, but the problem is you can't fight a clean match. Here comes LS Candido, a man who unfortunately lost the CWA Internet title that he sort of won out of nowhere, but he lost it to Rion Skills at Nightmare 2 weeks ago. Fan favorite LS Candido. He cashed in the rematch clause last week against Rion. He put up one hell of a fight, but Rion victorious, and after the match was the real story, Mike. Rion threatening to break the arm of LS Candido if RBK did not accept a match against Rion at Maximum Carnage. RBK would go down to the ring, accepting the challenge, saving LS Candido's arm. But the luchador walked away pretty beat up after that assault from Rion, and his arm is nowhere near 100%. And Cleotis Keg probably aware of that as he strikes it right away, that left arm.
I can tell you right now, if he's not 100%, he probably shouldn't be here competing. But nonetheless, LS Candido is not one of those guys. Side headlock here by LS Candido, working on the neck of Cleotis. Takes the big man over.
I thought there would be no way that LS Candido would be interested in wrestling tonight, but you know what? He showed up early, and he asked to be booked. So we did just that. One-on-one with Cleotis Keg, I believe for the first time ever. Cleotis Keg, no easy opponent, standing well over 6 feet tall. LS Candido really favoring that left arm and shoulder area. And now, punches him right in the gut. Cleotis Keg was pretty busy himself last week as he would attack Corn-Fed Kenny after Kenny's match with Mad Dog Jack, and Cleotis gave one hell of a beatdown to Kenny. Continuing to take advantage of the weak spot on LS Candido, and that is that left arm and left shoulder. Escondido with a trying to mount a comeback here.
He's going to give it as much as he can to this big guy, former internet champion.
Wrenching the arm now. Maybe trying to weaken Cleotis' arm now. Turning the tables on him. It's caught him right in the face. Kicked him right in the face. Here we go. 2. And Cleotis is able to kick out at 2.
Now working at the big man. A couple of chops right across the chest here.
Got to get out of that, or excuse me, Alex Candido's got to get out of that corner, and he does just that. But you see him; he's like a one-armed man in there.
Back and forth, trying to wear the big man down. Pretty good strategy. Back and forth with those European uppercuts. Now he goes down.
Well, both of these guys in desperate need of a victory. With, of course, Cleotis. We already know he's going to be going one-on-one against his former best friend Kenny inside that steel cage at Maximum Carnage. And Alex Candido, if he wants to get back in the internet title picture, or any title picture for that matter, he's going to need to start winning some matches. And Cleotis just punched him right in the jaw. Alex Candido feeling every bit of that, and now he's wrenching the arm. Uh-oh. You hear him, he's screaming in pain. Jeez.
Kicking the rear.
Wow, Cleotis is...
of Alex Candido working that shoulder now.
Yeah, this is starting to get ugly here for Alex Candido. Very courageous of him last week to almost take down Rion again, and then very courageous of him tonight to come out here and compete against a man like Cleotis, but he's in trouble right now, Michael Andrews. Big trouble. With a capital T. And now maybe going to take him to the outside. Oh no, using the ring as a weapon. Bending that arm in a way it shouldn't be bent.
Come on, get back in the ring. One.
Don't go out there.
Don't tell me what to do. Get back in the ring.
Cleotis talking back to the referee, D'Angelo Johnson.
The referee just trying to stay on top of things.
Alex Candido now. Back on his feet, surprisingly. Punch to the gut. This little inverted atomic drop.
Another one? That's 2. Oh.
Here we go. Cover him. 2. Oh, and Cleotis. Good ring position there by Cleotis as he's able to grab the rope relatively easily.
Well, that's the one benefit of being over 6 feet tall. You're kind of near a corner, near a rope. Not always at the, well, usually at an
Alex Candido trying to feed off the support of the audience here.
I'm trying to think of the word. Inopportune? More opportune? Whatever. Forget it.
Oh, wow.
This is the elbow drop.
So it's official. As I said, we're going to have Cleotis and Kenny at Maximum Carnage. We know it's going to be Steeples defending the CWA title against Aaron Stone, and also Rion Skills defending the internet title against RBK.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
I can't wait to see that one. Our buddy, our good friend, our board of directors member and partner, RBK.
Well, there's pros and cons with that cage. The bad part about it, of course, is locked. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to escape, unless you, of course, try to climb over the top. But the sheer fact of that is probably good news for some people. I'm sure RBK doesn't want Rion Skills walking out of that cage and leaving, and I don't see Rion climbing over the top.
From what I understand, Rion Skills will be here tonight, and he's going to have some words for RBK, who, of course, is not here tonight. Cleotis now seems to have Alex Candido right where he wants him. I don't know if he's going to give him that vicious power bomb or not.
I don't know, the ref needs to get in there and check on Alex Candido. He might be out of it. If he's even able to continue, he's really, really heavily favoring that left arm.
Reverses
the ropes. Watch the clothesline. Who knows what that? What do you want to call that?
I don't know, but
that kick.
He's been very impressive with his
That
feet in
cartwheel
this
kick.
match. I guess if one of your arms doesn't work, you gotta improvise. And Alex Candido using his feet exclusively as part of his offense here tonight.
He might have wasted too much time here, though. I don't think he's going to be able to get a 3 count out of this. I could be wrong.
I think you might be right too. Toyota's not done just yet, able to get that shoulder up. And this has turned into what's actually been a pretty good back and forth match. Both guys getting some near falls.
Wait a minute, no. He's got him hooked here. Good positioning. Bad positioning for Alex Candido. He's got him in this side hammerlock. Is he going to tap, Lethal? He tapped.
He does. He couldn't take any more, and your winner, excuse me, via submission, Cleotis Keg. Alex Candido, he gave it all he could, but that arm, nowhere near 100% coming into this match, and it's going to be even worse now, unfortunately. Cleotis is grabbing a mic, Mark Andrews.
Stop, Cleotis!
You cheated!
Jorge!
You cheated!
November 25th. That's McCarty. That's gonna be your fate.
He's obviously talking to Corn-Fed Kenny. Kenny is here tonight. Cleotis, your winner. As Cleotis heads backstage.
He's saying that's going to be his fate. I mean,
Alex Candido making his way backstage now. And up next, we're going to have a guy who's new to the CWA. Goes by the name of Max Alexander.
yeah.
He hasn't been very successful so far. He wrestled Big Mac last week one-on-one, and Big Mac was the winner.
I'm sure that was a
The thing is,
contender for match of the year.
definitely, Max Alexander approached me earlier backstage and said that he's not done, in his words, he's not done with Big Mac, and he'd like to come to the ring right now, and he has some words for Big Mac, apparently.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear it. You didn't sense the sarcasm in my voice.
Well, he hasn't had an easy start to his CWA career. He's gone up against guys like Night Terror, Aaron Stone.
Well, he's not going to have a
Big Mac, I mean, you're not going to make a living going up against those
not
guys.
going to have it any easier teaming up with what's his name now? Who's he going by?
Well, yeah, they showed up in Nightmare and said, you know what, guys? We're a new tag team. We're here, and we're here to stay. 2 weeks later, no sign of Miles Gordon-Drew whatsoever.
Well, that's nothing new. That's nothing new at all.
Derek Dangerous, Miles Gordon-Drew, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, we have a better chance of seeing Elvis in this building than we see enough Miles Gordon-Drew.
They said they're going to be a tag team, and they're going to be competitive in this tag team division we have here in the CWA. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Let's cut the music here. It's working.
You got to turn the switch to on. There you go.
Anyway, what?
You heard me.
What?
Hey, man, fuck you, shut up. Child. Man, I'm saying.
What?
Last week.
What? What?
What?
What?
I mean, you know, I was hungry.
What?
Man, I saw Big Mac.
What?
And that made me hungry for real.
What?
And now,
What?
what a rematch.
What?
That man went with nothing. And this is good. We just beat that. Come on.
You don't even
Come on down, man. What's up?
Was that English?
Gibberish, I don't know. Max Alexander will not be detoured.
I mean, God.
He's not had enough of Big Mac.
Well,
Let's do it.
I don't know if Big Mac's gonna go out there. I mean, if I were Big Mac, I would just to shut him up.
Big Mac, there it is. There's his music. Big Mac, a man who's always hungry for competition.
Always hungry, yeah. And turkey. And pizzas. Well, Big Mac is out here. He's gonna shut Max Alexander off or up.
Well, he's a beer drinker. He's a fighter. They call him Big Mac, and there he is. Former multi-time CWA Internet Champion, former multi-time CWA Tag Team Champion. But now he
Former
stands alone.
multi-time meatball eating contest winner.
Master of the rest spot.
He's gonna get pissed at us for this. Nonetheless, Big Mac, ladies and gentlemen, he is out there. He looks focused. He looks upset.
Me and Big Mac are buddies, okay? It's no secret. I like to bust his balls once in a while, but you know what? I like his chances in this match here. He destroyed Max Alexander last week with a keg stand. It should be no different tonight. And he crushes him right away, Michael Andrews, in the corner like a semi.
Big Mac with a smile on his face.
Max
He's gonna enjoy this.
Oh, wow. Max Alexander talked a big game before the bell rang, and now he's not talking at all.
Big Mac beating him like he beats his wife.
Hey, now.
One more time!
You said you and Big Mac are buddies. I'm sure.
Yeah, me and Big Mac are buddies. He doesn't like you all that much.
Well, he's probably not gonna like me anymore than that.
Oh,
As
my
he just
God.
takes his head off.
You know, me and Big Mac go back a ways. I recruited him in Cleota's Keg as
Yeah, you guys go back all of about
capitalist
18
members.
months.
A couple years.
Big scoop slam. Oh, like a bag of garbage.
Wow. And it was, he was serving me well until you and Tyler Cross actually decided to bribe them and talk them into turning on me and the capitalists. I don't know what the hell's going on.
No idea what's going on.
Just focus. Oh, wow. Hit him with a pretty stiff clothesline there. And Big Mac stepping on the left forearm of Max Alexander, and that's painful. I really wish RBK was here tonight. I got a lot on my mind. I need to focus on this Warlord situation. Meanwhile, Big Mac is just toying with Max Alexander, and Michael Andrews is dealing with the technical difficulties here.
Yeah, I'm about to throw this computer off the goddamn
No, don't do that.
fucking ledge here.
That's never the right answer. Big Mac. I mean, he could finish Max Alexander off whenever he wants. Now the audience saying finish him. It might be time for the keg stand. Here we go. Oh my God! He killed him! He killed him, Michael Andrews.
I didn't.
Count to 100. This one's over. Get the fuck out of here. Ref! That match is over. That was wrong. The music's playing.
Was his foot on the rope?
Well, I'm sure Max Alexander will be back next week with a complaint, and maybe he'll wrestle Big Mac again. It'll make my job a lot easier just to put that match again.
One can only hope. I missed the damn keg stand. I'm very upset.
Oh, the keg stand was vicious. Whether or not Max Alexander got his foot on the bottom rope is neither here nor there. Because sometimes you just gotta stick to the script.
Oh, good God.
What a win for Big Mac here tonight.
Well, we're going to move on to our next match here in a minute and more technical difficulties, I'm sure.
What's next?
Who gives a shit? I don't even know what's next. Is this?
Well, next apparently we're going to hear from the CWA champion.
Oh, God. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that replay of that
Go ahead.
keg stand.
We're going to move the show right along here despite the technical difficulties, despite the questionable finish to that last match. Ladies and gentlemen, the CWA champion, Steeple.
Here he comes. You can hear the boos.
Perhaps no man has been more dominant in CWA history than Steeples himself. He's been a fan favorite. Currently, the audience cannot stand him as you see him proudly hold up that title, wrapped in that chain that he's used in just about every one of his matches throughout his current reign as champion. Steeples telling D'Angelo Johnson to get the hell out of the ring. this CWA title, of course back in Aftershock from Wolf Cage, and he has just been on top of this roster ever since.
Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks!
Right now.
Never.
Well, we're about to hear from Steeples.
Yes.
Turn them on!
Here we go. Now we got a working microphone.
You gotta clean your beard hair out of it.
Sure won't shake. We can't get a working mic in this bitch.
We bought them at Menards. They suck.
I really don't care if anybody cares about me, because the only person whose opinion matters is myself.
You're gay!
I'm gonna take my time, just so you guys know.
Are you crazy?
Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
Steeples out here wasting everybody's time.
So we're about 2 weeks away from maximum carnage.
What?
2 weeks away from maximum carnage.
Steeples refers to Maximum Carnage as a barbecue that he likes to attend prior to the show.
I do not know why I come out here each week and waste my time.
I don't come out here either.
You want me, idiot?
Because if I didn't come out here, this show would be completely pointless.
Yeah, right! Let me go without you!
I am the best thing that's ever walked into this building. I am the best in the Midwest. I am your 4-time CWA champion.
Alright, calm down.
I am not going to calm down. Because in 2 weeks I take on Aaron Stone. Inside the steel
Oh
cage.
my God, calm down for a
What I have to say about Aaron Stone,
Wait, you cheated!
I never cheated before in my life. Never one time I cheated before in my life. It's not cheating, but it's a caught. Look, Aaron Stone does not stand a chance against me for this.
You don't even stand a chance. Big
The kid does not know what it takes to be a main eventer.
Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone!
Steeples doing a great job of putting Aaron Stone down. I'm sure if Stone was here, he would not appreciate that. You could hear the fans'
As far as
reaction.
I'm concerned, the kid's a monkey who sits on a porch with his homies drinking 40s in the hood.
Wow. Wow.
The kid has no right to be in this ring. He has no right to be in this building. He has no right to step in that cage with me in a couple weeks. Honestly, who thinks Aaron Stone can beat me for that title?
Everyone!
I do.
Want this place?
Everyone here thinks that he can beat me?
Yes! 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 Yes!
So I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. You are wrong. Because in 2 weeks, I will walk into this cage, I will beat the black off of him,
Hey, you're wrong!
and by the end of the day, he's going to be a bracket in the middle of the ring.
Bracket style! Bracket style!
Well, that Steeples talks down about Aaron Stone. You can hear the reconcile chants.
I've said it for the last 4 months. I will be your CWA champion through Maximum Carnage.
No, you won't.
300 days. Yes.
Oh, hold on a second. That's the music of no other than Michael Osiris and
Well, these two just met weeks ago at CWA Night there in the main event for that CWA Heavyweight Championship.
you hear the audience go crazy for this man coming out here to shut up Steeples. just got interesting. Aaron Stone not here tonight. Steeple's running his mouth like he's prone to do.
Like he always does.
And Michael Osiris thankfully comes out here to shut Steeples up.
You good? You look shocked. What happened? Come out and start doing bullshit again?
He always does.
Last time I heard you told these people I quit.
Right.
Steeples came out here last week and told us all that Osiris was quitting CWA. Obviously, that's not true at all.
I think I'm here.
Right.
He's right there right now.
I mean, your fatness is here. So I must be in the right place.
Right.
No. You know you couldn't have beat me at that nightmare, right? It wasn't that second chain you had hitting up your asshole.
Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks!
Oh, I'm good to go again?
I'm just glad Michael Osiris came out here confronting Steeples.
Okay.
Where's this going though, Michael?
But like I said, you were never going to beat me at nightmare. I had that.
But it wasn't that second chain, I would have beat you. True.
He's got a good point. Osiris very well could be our CWA champion if it wasn't for that steel chain, damn it. I don't know who's worse, Warlord or Steeples.
Osiris, just why come back? Have you not realized by now that there's nothing left for you here?
Steamboat sucks! Steamboat sucks!
That's not here for you. That's not here for you. You can get used to never holding that because it's never going to happen. So what you're doing in my ring, I'm actually really curious as to why you're here right now. It's always been my ring since the moment I walked into this building 4.5 years ago. So calm down. This ring was mine before you showed up, and to be mine still after you beat.
Boring!
So tonight, I want a rematch. It don't have to be for the title. You gotta keep your teeth down your fucking throat.
I want to see it. Let's go. Michael Osiris and Steeples.
Jeez, I want to see something. Less talking, more doing something.
Well, I don't know if that's I don't know if Steeples accepts or not, but Michael Osiris, Steeples saying you're on. Of course, with Maximum Carnage just 2 weeks away, this match will be non-title, but we just got the main event that we were sort of hoping for. Steeples will be in action, non-title against Michael Osiris, a rematch from 2 weeks ago at CWA Nightmare.
Well, let's get on with it. More to do, not a lot of time to do it in.
What does that mean? We got something to do?
I got plenty to do. Another CWA Hall of Famer, Crow.
Things are going to move in slow motion for a while, I hate to tell you, because here comes Crow. The high flyer, the epitome of athleticism.
He's master of the bottom rope.
Very mysterious. Very moronic Crow. This man at one point in his CWA career actually attacked me in the parking lot.
You know, I like seeing Crow compete here.
He was affiliated with O'Doyle Enterprises earlier this year.
That was a waste. Speaking of O'Doyle, where's he?
Light duty for this man tonight.
The beer-swilling, bar-fighting, corn-fed Kenny.
He's back and he's here to stay. Corn-fed Kenny rejuvenated in the CWA, and he's going to be going one-on-one with Big Cleotis Keg in just 2 weeks inside the steel cage at CWA Maximum Carnage. Always good to have corn-fed Kenny in the building. Beer drinker, jackhammer giver.
You want to call that a jackhammer? It's one devastating Vertical suplex if you ask me.
Well, it depends which one you're talking about. They can't all be beauties. I mean, sometimes the person taking the jackhammer is a sack of shit. And, you know, it's not really Kenny's fault. He just beats him up and pins him, like he did to Mad Dog Jack last week.
Yeah.
And he's going to do the Crow right now. We're calling for a bell while the music's still playing. That's what we're doing now. We got a real referee in there. D'Angelo's done for the night. And again, this should be light duty for Corn-Fed Kenny tonight.
Corn-Fed looks like an angry member of the PTA. Taking it to his child teacher.
Kenny was pissed about what happened last week, and rightfully so. Getting attacked by Big Cleota's keg after he had defeated Mad Dog Jack. And Kenny said, "What do you got for me tonight? Please tell me it's Cleota's." I said, "Kenny, you obviously know that it's going to be you and Cleota's inside the cage. You're going to have to wait, be patient, and think of this as a warm-up against Dark Entity member Crow."
Well, Corn-Fed's on fire here as Crow takes it to the outside here.
Kenny's wrestled Crow before, obviously picking up the victory. Crow doesn't get many of those.
His partner got one earlier.
That's true. Disqualification win. Sin actually got a disqualification win against Rion Skills not too long ago either. So
wow.
Sin is really racking up the victories against high-profile CWA superstars.
You know, if he keeps it up, he could be a CWA champion someday.
No. Irish rip now from Kenny. Comes back. Crow actually smart enough to duck the clothesline, and he just kneed him right in the gut, knocking the wind out of Kenny.
Might have been a little below the gut. I don't think the referee caught it though, but Corn-Fed nonetheless is definitely feeling it.
Speaking of the ref not catching it, still not sure what happened earlier between Big Mac and Max Alexander. We'll have to watch the footage, and I'm sure Max Alexander will be looking to file a grievance with the board of directors. That's the least of our problems.
Well,
I have about another 30 to 40 minutes to decide what to do about this Warlord.
You can always book it again next week, and yeah, you're right. What's going to happen with that? I see you're
Crow now with the cover, no way. Kenny says, "I don't think so," and Kenny shoves him off at 2.
I see you're writing something down over here. What are you drafting up over here?
I'm preparing for a contract. I'm not sure if I'm going to give it to Warlord yet, but I'm making sure the contract is ready. So Warlord possibly will compete at Maximum Carnage. We'll see. He'll have an answer by the end of the show, just like everyone else will. But we have our main event for later, Steeples and Osiris, non-title. Meanwhile, Crow has turned things around on Kenny with a corner splash. Kenny needs to regain his composure here.
Oh.
And he does just that with a big boot.
Kicks his face right off. Crow is down. In the center of the ring, followed up with a big Hogan-style leg drop.
And Kenny now back in charge of this matchup. What's he doing? No way. What's he thinking about here?
I don't know. I don't think he's thinking wisely, though.
Middle rope. Having a headbutt and he misses. Corn-Fed Kenny doing his best to... Well, an attempt at being a high flyer. A headbutt. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that before.
He won't be down for long, though. He takes headers like that all the time coming home from the bar. He'll be fine.
Kenny handles his liquor well.
Well, you gotta be good at something. Corn-Fed is definitely good at drinking. Crow now lifting an all but lifeless Corn-Fed up to his feet. Nice shot to the back. Another one. Crow with a pinfall. 1, 2. Only 2 count. Corn-Fed able to get his left shoulder up. He's not looking like he's in really good shape, though. Crow sizing him up.
Kenny getting to his feet. What's Crow thinking about here? He's not... Oh, wait a second. Kenny catches him.
That's that Distiller. 2. Oh, and he kicks out of it. I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
Crow just kicked out. And I'm with the kid in the front row. That was 3.
That was 3 all day. Well, Corn-Fed pick him up. There's only one thing left in his arsenal to use. Is he going to go for it? Takes him down.
Come on, Kenny. Hit him with that jackhammer. Clothesline. I want to see that jackhammer. I know the audience wants to see the jackhammer. Corn-Fed Kenny, former tag team champion, former CWA Second City champion. leaving the CWA out of nowhere in 2015. But he's back now.
You can't keep a good man down.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And he
He heaved him up like a bag of garbage, and he's down
Push
1, 2, 3. That is it. Crow is done. Another victory here for Corn-Fed Kenny.
Corn-Fed Kenny picking up a victory here tonight, just like he did last week, and he looks primed and ready to take on Cleotis Keg in 2 weeks. That is actually one of the matches I'm looking forward to most at Maximum Carnage. Those two guys are going to beat the hell out of each other, and in the end, only one of them will be left standing. Of course, every match at Maximum Carnage is no disqualification every time you steel cage.
Right.
Wait, hold on a second!
Wait.
No! What the hell? What the hell is this about? Cleotis Keg coming from the locker room and just cheap shotting Kenny again, and he's got Mad Dog with him. Clayton Keg's not here. Clayton Keg not here because he's an unreliable piece of shit. But we got Cleotis and Mad Dog attacking Corn-Fed Kenny out of nowhere. Son of a bitch! You just knew we hadn't seen the last of Cleotis tonight, and sure enough, Kenny's night looked like it was over.
Like
Kenny
sidewalk slam there.
Defeating Crow, and now, well, the referee. What's he supposed to do about this? This is bullshit, I tell you.
Got no choice. He's gonna have to back up and let it happen.
Well, at least they're leaving. This could have been worse for Kenny. Nevertheless, blindsided, cheap-shotted, and he got his ass beat by Cleotis and Mad Dog.
Well, you know, it's bad enough that they had to blindside him. 2-on-1 is never a fair fight, Lethal. Kenny, I know, is not the kind of guy that would stay down, but of course, after getting through with the match right there, I mean, you're really completely on empty.
Ridiculous on Cleotis' part. It's 2 weeks in a row. And I hate to say it, but Cleotis looks like the favorite heading into Maximum Carnage.
Well, very possible. I'll tell you right now, though, when you're locked inside that cage, Cleotis is not going to have his brother, and he is not going to have Mad Dog. He's going to be locked inside that cage by himself with Kenny, and then Kenny can essentially do whatever he wants.
Hey, that's a great point, actually. That's the thing about that cage. You're guaranteed that you pretty much get a one-on-one fight once that door is locked.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess we'll continue on with the show.
Moving along.
That's right.
Oh, God. You can hear that crowd going wild for this man.
Representing the League of Wrestlers, the LOW, this man made his CWA debut in September in the 30-man Battle Royal. Shiha Chiku.
Very mysterious, this guy. You know, he's kind of a weird one.
He's a luchador. He's Japanese. I should have known by the name. Japanese descent. Shiha Chiku, a masked wrestler from the LOW, and he is making his way to the ring right now.
Well, what's his name Japanese as well? Reno Riggs. What was he originally going by? I forget.
Survival X?
Survival X, yeah.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is Shiha Chiku competed at Nightmare for the tag team titles, representing LOW, and CWA kicked their asses.
Yeah, well, could have very well went the other way, too. We are going to get his opponent out here right now. Newly crowned CWA Second City Champion.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We all saw that CWA Nightmare Franklin Colt adding the CWA Second City title to his list of accolades in the CWA, and he successfully defended that championship belt last week against Warlord. Despite Warlord knocking out the referee, trying to bring a steel cookie sheet into the ring. Ridiculous. One thing after another with Warlord. And I'm no friend of Franklin Colt. I'm definitely no friend of Warlord, but Franklin Colt is the rightful CWA Second City Champion.
Absolutely.
Non-title match, here we go. Shiha Chiku thinks he's better than CWA. Well, good luck with Franklin Colt. And now a handshake? I'm a little surprised to see that, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't have shaken his hand. Shiha Chiku, I think he had his hand up his singlet. Lock up here. Franklin Colt working on that left arm. Now to his side headlock. Working him, working him, working him, and then Franklin Colt tossed off the ropes, and they both go down with a shoulder block. Shihajaku, only a 1 count. I didn't expect anything else. Nice little arm drag there. Shihajaku, a little bit of offense here. Suplex perhaps. Up and down. Not looking good for the CWA Second City champion. Only a 2 count. There's that BS again. A blatant choke right in front of the referee. We saw this at CWA Nightmare. Now the leg, just like the shin. Referee and Shihajaku arguing.
He said, do you not speak?
I didn't know you could talk.
What's going on, Mr. Andrews?
Oh, look who it is. I'm being joined by the CWA Golden Opportunity case holder, Matt Weil. Matt, how are you, buddy?
Could be better. How about yourself?
You know, I was actually kind of thinking about you a little earlier, not in a bad way.
Yeah, that's fine.
We saw Jeff Steeples out there, CWA champion.
Guys,
You know, of course, he's out there talking the way he always does, runs his mouth. And he was, of course, confronted by Michael Osiris. But, you know, Steeples is putting down Aaron Stone. And I think what he fails to realize is you're still running around with that golden case.
oh, he keeps forgetting about that. He doesn't think that I'm a threat.
Well,
That's the problem.
If anything, you're probably his biggest threat right now. I mean, he's got a match. He knows he's going into it, CWA Maximum Carnage with Aaron Stone.
Right.
But you can cash that case in at any time.
Anytime.
As long as there's a referee present, you can technically cash it out in the parking lot if you really wanted to.
Yep. He has that huge ego where he thinks that he's unstoppable right now. Nobody can stop him. He's untouchable. It's not going on like that. You know, I'm not 100%. I can't just stand by and watch that guy rule this place like the way he is.
I want to talk to you a little bit more about that. I heard that when you guys last went to blows in the ring, you know, Steeples really let you have it. And from what I was told, you're still not 100%. You've had some injuries you've been trying to, you know, to heal from. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Went to the hospital, had a stiff neck. They had me in a neck brace for a while. Thankfully, there was no actual traumatic damage.
Okay.
But the fact is I am not cleared right now to compete. I was told I got to hold off.
But you're back regardless.
I'm back regardless. I had that briefcase.
If I was hurt the way you were, I probably wouldn't want to sit at home and just watch everything that's going on. Steeples is, I mean, he does it every week. He comes out here, talks about everybody, how they're meaningless, they're beneath them, and I think it's ridiculous.
He craps all over everybody in that locker room, and I can't stand it anymore. Enough is enough.
Well, getting back to the match briefly here, we have Shihajaku going against CWA Second City champion Franklin Colt. Of course, we just saw him drop a leg over that right arm. You know, Shihajaku, one of the LOW alumni, along with Jacob Schmidt.
Right.
These guys teamed up recently at CWA Nightmare against a former friend of yours,
right.
Or still a current friend.
Oh, definitely.
Former partner of yours. Hold on a second here. Roll up by Colt. That is it. Just get a bell ring there. I wasn't even expecting that. It's kind of out of nowhere, but I guess that's
Franklin Colt out of nowhere with that roll up, got the win. That was a short match, guys. Franklin Colt, your winner. But Shihajaku, he's still standing. I mean, you can't really say Franklin Colt got the better of him. Or, I mean, what am I trying to say here, guys? I don't know. Took advantage of a roll up, I guess it was. I wasn't up.
Whoa! Shihajaku's got to make sure. He's got to pay attention to what he's doing, just like right there. Getting in the referee's face. Referee's not having any part of it. Shihajaku going to make his way to the back here. Well, nonetheless, another loss. One of the LOW alumni. Franklin Colt with a victory over Shihajaku.
See, that's why you cannot take your eyes off the prize. You have to focus on no matter who your opponent is. You always have to keep your eye on it.
And we were just talking about that, man. Like I said, Matt Weil, you're running around with that golden opportunity case. Yeah, you might not be 100% right now, but you could do exactly what Colt did right there. Capitalize on a situation.
Definitely, yeah.
And Steeples needs to realize that.
Yep. Matt Wild, good to see you. Thank you for the Golden Opportunity briefcase holder.
Yep, I see you have a lot on your hands as well.
Well, that's right. Dealing with somebody you know very well.
Oh, definitely, yeah, very close.
What do you think? He's been impressive over the past year. Should I give him another crack at the CWA Second City title?
You know, he's earned his chances, and he's been one hell of a competitor this year, but he just pushed it too far.
You know what? I agree, but I'm still undecided.
I would.
I don't have a lot of time left, but we're going to get started with our next match. It's speaking of LOW, we just saw Shiha Jaku. Up next is going to be the other guy that we've seen from the LOW.
This guy.
I genuinely don't think anybody's hated more than this guy.
Oh, I'm sure. It's just ridiculous.
The second that music plays, everybody just boos him. And he feeds off that. He loves it. Well, very disrespectful, might I add, every time he steps foot in our locker room.
Of course. He's another one, Matt. Likes to put people down, talk about it behind their backs. Make it seem like he's
he's a real stand-up guy.
But Matt, you don't know what's about to happen. Mike, of course, you do, and I know. For the first time ever, we're gonna see a match that we've never seen before, and that's Jacob Schmidt going up against Rion Skills, two guys that we cannot stand. The audience can't stand them, so what better thing to have happen than have them beat the crap out of each other?
I would have went one step further and booked this as like a dumpster match or something, just to add a little bit more insult to injury. But you know, hey, that's what it is.
Fight to the death. I have absolutely no preference as to who wins. They both claim to be so great. This should be a great match. Rion Skills has been very impressive, I will say that. Jacob Schmidt.
He hasn't been here enough to really showcase.
Exactly, and his mouth doesn't exactly always back. He doesn't always back up his mouth when he's in the ring.
It's checks and his hands can't catch. Yep.
Listen, shouldn't you be back there with the rest of the units? Look, at the very least, I've been coming out here for years and years. At least you can learn my name. My name is Jacob H. Schmidt.
Nobody cares. It's so soft.
Obviously you do. All you do is talk when I come out here, especially you. Especially you.
I heard Jacob H. Schmidt runs a tech service as well. Schmidt Accounting.
Yeah.
I need to prove something to you people. You're calling me an idiot, and you're screaming, trying to scream over me. I have this. This makes me louder than you. You can talk all you want, and I'm still louder than you. I come out here week after week for challenges, and I keep getting turned down. I came out here 2 weeks ago to put the tag team championship match. I didn't lose that match. Did not lose it.
You did lose it.
No, I didn't.
Shiha Jaku was pinned in that match, let the record show.
Yeah.
I did not lose that match. And yet again, they're sending me out here tonight for another match. I appreciate the title opportunity, and this is something I guess that's never been done before, so are we going to do this?
That's right.
Are we just going to make this
Now let's just hope these guys beat the crap out of each other.
Well, the best possible scenario here, guys, would be for one or both to leave an ambulance.
Well, let's hope they both lose. Let's hope they both lose somehow. Is Rion Skills making his way to the ring?
Either way, we should hopefully be entertained.
I'm excited. This was a great idea on my part, if I do say so myself.
Just touch again, Rion Skills, current CWA Internet Champion, recently winning that championship back from Ellis Condito. Of course, there's turning into a long history of problems between him and RBK. RBK not here tonight. We talked about that earlier.
My problem with Jacob Schmidt is the fact that he comes from another federation and he's got to disrespect CWA. I mean, why not try to embrace CWA?
Yeah, like, if you're going to be here, why are you going to... It's like buying a car and then talking shit about it every time you drive it.
Sorry, Mike. Hold on here.
But I think you and I would both agree, these bunch of uncles out here don't deserve to see it. I know you got some stuff you need to talk about, some stuff you want to get off your chest, so I'll let you get back to that.
What the hell is this crap? Schmidt saying the audience doesn't deserve the match? This son of a...
This is what I'm talking about.
I tell you. Come on.
Garbage, and this is exactly what we got.
We wanted to see these guys beat each other up. Schmidt says his piece, and the audience can't stand him. Calling him a stupid idiot, and now Schmidt...
There's a guy back there with headphones on to hear what we're saying. It's like, you calling somebody a stupid idiot is kind of like a hot dog back, so I'd probably watch what I'm saying to certain people, alright?
Schmidt now lecturing a fan.
Come on, Schmidt. If you're not going to wrestle, get in the locker room. How you doing, Rion? RBK's not here tonight, so I don't know what to tell you. I guess there's going to be no match.
I would have just rang the bell and called it a day.
Well, there's no ref out there. Forget it. Schmidt's a coward. The match isn't going to happen.
Schmidt's still out there. He's walking back and forth.
Look, my hands are right here. You're calling me a stupid idiot, but you don't even understand it.
Somebody call the cops on this guy.
Where's security at? Release the hounds.
Jacob Schmidt. Somebody's got to deal with this guy once and for all. He's always got something. Rion Skills has a microphone now. We're going to hear from the CWA Internet Champion.
No skills. Rion, no skills. Rion, no skills. Rion, no skills.
All right. Mr. Smith, thank you for the kind gesture of the no compete clause that we spoke about in the back. I appreciate it.
You are boring. You are boring.
I really let him have it.
You are boring.
That is fine.
One man chat. One man chat.
You're annoying! You stupid idiot! You know where I read the bell, right?
At this point, I don't even know what to do, man. I think I should just play someone's music.
Ring the bell, do something. It's better
We were
than
supposed to
this.
have a match here. This is a time slot set aside for a match.
Right. They can't just come out here and waste time. We have a show to run.
Just so you guys know, I've been there almost a full calendar year. I've wrestled the most here in that calendar year. I've won this championship a second time. I wrestled with who? I can't say what I want to say because I'm pretty sure I'll get in trouble. I'm just going to leave it as, yes, I wrestled with who? The group that is CWA as part of my competitors because I'm so much better than them. So I'll leave it at that. When it comes to things in this ring, I am very consistent. Whether you decide to call me boring or the worst chance I have, or anything of the sort, or the poop, I want to say that I'm the poop, meaning that I am God.
You are not! You're the devil! You're the devil!
You're the devil. You're the devil.
I hope RBK overcomes Rion Skills. It's going to be a hell of a match in National Carnage.
Do you hear yourself?
Rion seems super confident.
Okay. My apologies for the crowd calling me the devil.
Hey!
Maybe it's the red belt. Who knows?
Somebody needs to spank these kids.
I'll make this as quick as possible. My deal is very simple.
We need to have a commercial for condoms roll before the show.
It's to stay in this ring and be great. No matter how much he does not like me being great, I am still great. No one can touch me, even RBK. The reason I can say that because he's not here. I've consistently been in this ring for the last year, constantly taking out whoever I can. Anyone that's beaten me, I become better because of it. That's a fact. I didn't run around and decide, hey, you know what? I want to take some time off because I'm a Hall of Famer. I've never been. I don't have the opportunity to say that I'm a Hall of Famer. All I have to do is keep winning things like this. When CWA was around, when you guys first started, I was winning heavyweight titles. That's a fact. You can Google it. You can go right ahead. While you guys were still trying to figure out what name you wanted to be, I was in the same building as guys like Sting and other guys that are not RBK.
You look stupid!
I do. because my belt's bigger than yours. Show me your belt. Show me your belt right now. Let's see what you got. Show me your belt. Show me your belt.
Well, at this point, Rion's just rambling on, putting down RBK.
You're gonna get dry. You're gonna need it later. How are you gonna deal with the poop? How are you gonna deal with the poop? You better not start a stupid idiot. I've seen you start a lot of chants. You better not start a stupid idiot.
If this goes on much longer, man, I'm probably gonna drink some Drano.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. The ones that are watching, I'm apologizing for the ass backery that's taking place back here. I don't even understand. I can get away with saying ass backery, that's exactly what's taking place. This one kid talking about poop, you're talking about stupid idiots, and yet I'm still here with this title. Your heart and soul, the guy that everyone says is the greatest person here, is not here. He didn't find himself again. You can shake your head all over. Where is he? I'm here ready to compete, as I've done every single time I've showed up in this place. That's a fact.
You still suck! You still suck! You still suck! You still suck! You still suck!
Quite the message so far for RBK, who is, again, I said not here.
It's very simple. Regardless of how much you think that I suck, RBK, if you're watching, if you feel that I suck, that's fine. All you gotta do is come back. That's all you gotta do. So I want you to understand right now, I am not going into this match to have a match. I'm going into this match to break you. I'm going into this match to make sure that you understand the Jaguar that you feel is yours, nothing but a pussy. I've made sure that that's the case. And the reason I can say pussy is because they love and prove it, and pussy pad is the thing that takes place. You know, nature and everything else. I'm not the one that brought out the Jaguar. He's the one that brought out the Jaguar as far as RBK being the now. All of a sudden I have you guys' attention because I'm letting you know what's taking place.
Everybody's sleeping.
Touch it. It's that simple. He hasn't been able to touch it ever since I thrown him out of that match. He can't do anything with it. He knows it. That's why he's not here now. He has to go find himself. Is that right, RBK? Is that right why you're not here right now? Because I don't have to look at them when I'm looking at you. I need you to understand. You cannot touch it. This thing that you want, you can't have. You're a heart. I have it right now. As red as this belt is, you don't have one. Swallow the soul. Touch you in the face. That's something. They can't help you. No one else here can help you. That super fan can help you. No one can. I want you to understand that.
Speak the truth!
I don't mind being locked in a cage with an animal, especially if that animal can be tamed. You are not ready for me, sir. I need you to look at this. I need you to understand it. You are not ready for me. I don't have to yell. I don't have to scream. I don't have to do anything of the sort. They can do whatever they want. But I'm telling you right now, you are not ready for me. And I need you to understand. You're not.
Grand skills kind of getting to the point of the story. He's letting RBK know that
This guy just talks and talks and talks.
I was able to order a pizza and have it delivered.
He knows RBK's not here. However, he seems very confident that when RBK is here, he will defeat him at Maximum Carnage. Matt, over here.
Well, it's a strong possibility. I mean, you gotta look at RBK. RBK is not in the ring like Rion said week in and week out. Rion is. But you know what? We all know how RBK is. We've seen him compete. He's a Hall of Famer here. He's a former CWA champion.
Well, here's my take on it. RBK, one of the greatest CWA Internet champions ever. Rion Skills, in my opinion, is also one of the greatest CWA Internet champions ever. And when that cage door is locked and it's only those two in the ring, just sit back, watch, and enjoy the show because it's going to be one hell of a fight.
But RBK will scratch, he will claw, he will maul Rion Skills. At least that's how I feel it.
He's given us his word that he'll be back here next week. which is the go-home show for Maximum Carnage, everybody.
Well,
one more match before the main event.
Here we go again.
And we saw this man out here earlier assisting the leader of the Rednecks, Cleotis Keg. He's none other than Mad Dog Jack. Of Booze, Matt Wild, and Michael Andrews. It's a pleasure to be up here tonight. There's just 2 weeks to go until Nightmare. 2 weeks to go until CWA Maximum Carnage. The 6th annual CWA Maximum Carnage.
6 years.
And the 4th Maximum Carnage to take place inside the steel cage. And for this match, which will be featuring one half of the CWA Tag Team Champions, a man who needs no introduction, none other than Night Terror. There he is.
Look at Mad Dog Jack. Looks a little nervous, guys.
Well, he should be, because Mad Dog Jack will attack Night Terror from behind to help his leader, Cleotis. But face to face, we all know what's going to happen here.
The fact is, Mad Dog is not ready for Night Terror. It's plain and simple.
No, and last week, Mad Dog and Mad Dog and Clayton double teaming Night Terror, and it will be Mad Dog and Clayton challenging Night Terror and Loco for what you see there, the CWA Tag Team title.
Well, there's been a lot of news floating around. I've heard that Loco's not completely 100%. That's why he was not here this week. He's not in competition this week.
Oh, you're right. Loco was not here last week. He's not in competition this week, but I'm going to invite him upstairs right now. Well, just a minute. As our special guest commentator for this match, your old buddy, Matt Wild. Juan Super Loco.
Still good friends.
Night Terror! Night Terror! Terror's gonna kill you!
Terror's always ready. Here we go.
Here we go.
Myself, Michael Andrews, Matt Wild, and now, of course, being joined by Juan Super Loco.
How's it going, everybody?
How you doing, Juan?
I am doing terrific.
What's going on, Super Loco?
What's up, Matt?
Hey.
Long time no see. Your hair's coming in nicely.
Always on the side, sir.
We'll let you
I
guys.
had to get a front row ticket right here, right now, to watch my boy Night Terror run right through Mad Dog Jack, just like we're gonna do in 2 weeks' time.
You guys are gonna go inside that steel cage and you guys are gonna kill him. You guys are gonna still.
We're gonna do just what we did at Nightmare.
The people? I think they're chanting for Loco.
Well, I appreciate it. Unfortunately,
You know what I think?
what?
Well, last week you weren't here, Juan, and
That's
your
true,
partner
you
Night Terror was attacked. I'm sure you heard about it. Attacked by Mad Dog and Clayton, the #1 contenders. And maybe, just
I'm
maybe,
aware of it.
you and Night Terror should do the same thing to Mad Dog. Because I don't think Clayton Keg's here tonight because he's, as I've said,
You know what?
an unreliable piece of shit.
Oh yeah. It's not a bad idea, actually.
But Night Terror, wait a minute, Night Terror's in trouble at the moment. Overall, though, I don't think Night Terror's going to need any help in this match. What do you think about that, Matt Wild?
No, he's not gonna need help at all.
Mad Dog pretty much beats himself when he's out there, so I don't think. I think Night Terror will be just fine.
Mad Dog is out there trying to play smart. He's gonna catch up to him, and Night Terror is gonna take him out.
We're gonna take these guys out in 2 weeks inside that cage. CWA Tag Team Championship is extremely important to me and my newfound friend, Night Terror. A lot of people would think, they thought we were never gonna make it, we were never gonna go anywhere, and here we are, CWA Tag Team Champions. We've held the titles for an extremely long time, and those titles aren't going
It's
anywhere.
Gold Rush, Loco.
You guys are making history. Night Terror's trying to come back.
Between Night Terror and Mad Dog.
Clothesline.
Loco, I gotta ask you, what do you think about when these two guys gang up on Night Terror? I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I know you weren't here last week. I know you heard about it. Would you have preferred to have been here to kind of help them out? Well, that's a good question. Honestly, they can do whatever they want to do to Night Terror. Night Terror will get up, he will sit up, he will never keep him down, and every time someone puts a beating on him, he comes back twice as furious and twice as strong. That's one reason why I think that we're going to continue on as CWA Tag Team Champions. You can't hold us down. You can't beat us. It's not going to happen, especially by these goons in there. Well, that's a good philosophy there, Loco. I wish you all the best. Mad Dog now with a kick to the face. You know, it's not looking too good for Night Terror, actually.
one thing that the Rednecks have going for them is they are aggressive. So that might help them out in 2 weeks. But the fact is, Night Terror and yourself, Super Local, you guys have the advantage going into that.
That's what I'm talking about right here. He was kicking him, and he was kicking him, and it wasn't phasing him, and now Night Terror's back, and he's pissed.
I just want to officially congratulate you, Loco, because it has been confirmed right now by me that you and Night Terror are the longest reigning CWA Tag Team Champions of all time.
Really?
Whether you win or lose.
Wow. That's good to know.
Winning the titles back in June from the two-man kill zone, probably the most impressive tag team in CWA's history.
Definitely one of our biggest wins.
And then defeating them in the rematch, in the open arena match the following week. And yeah, over 141 days, the record was previously held by the Redneck Connection members, Cornfed Kenny and Clayton Kenny.
Wow. Well, like I said, Lethal,
Cleotis was involved in that as well, but
we are not looking to drop these titles, especially to these goons.
No,
they don't
you guys
deserve
are
it.
the favorites.
They're not even in the same league. Night Terror's going to prove it right
in
here.
the same league as you, but not the same league as Night Terror.
I think I've evolved since I've teamed up with Night Terror. Come on, give me some credit, guys.
You have dramatically evolved.
Besides, if we lose the titles, then what? I'm going to get stuck back up here with you guys.
Night Terror with the cover.
That is why you guys are not going to lose these titles.
Near fall there, Mad Dog able to grab the rope despite those T-Rex arms.
Yeah, that's definitely something I would not want to have, those T-Rex. How does the man wipe his ass or masturbate?
It's tough at Thanksgiving's coming up. It's tough at Thanksgiving dinner to reach across the table and grab some food.
Oh, yeah.
We know Mad Dog loves his food.
Well, there's going to be no food on Mad Dog's table anyway. He's not worried about that.
No. The Rednecks.
They'll be in the line at the soup
Redneck
kitchen.
Connection Thanksgiving. Wouldn't that be something?
I would love to see that film.
Well, there was a photo going around earlier this year of Clayton Keg devouring a pizza casserole while he was on house arrest. And
I remember that.
that was quite the sight to see. Big belly exposed all over social
And
media.
you see, that's disgusting. You want to see those guys as the CWA Tag Team Champions?
Oh, absolutely not.
It's terrible.
Just like the audience,
probably eat the
I'm
belt.
thrilled to have you and Night Terror as the CWA Tag Team Champions. Oh, probably the worst Slipknot I've ever seen. Nevertheless, Mad Dog is down.
That was pretty bad, actually. Well, nonetheless, Night Terror's up. He's going to close it out right here.
Picking him up. Could we go old school for the Tower of Terror? No way.
Oh, good God.
Oh, that is it.
Was that a Samoan drop?
I don't know, but he might have screwed up his back now.
Taking a page out of RBK's book there. Mad Dog Jack is out cold.
Here comes that Hogan chokeslam.
Could be the choke slam here. Enigma has taken the Hogan choke slam before, and now it's
He's
Mad
got
Dog Jack's turn.
Here he goes.
No
He's
way.
up and down. That was actually pretty good. That was pretty good.
Night Terror, that'll do it. Count to 10.
And just like that, Night Terror is your winner.
Well, you gotta be happy about that, Loco.
I'm extremely happy. I'm so happy right now. I have a partial heart on. I'm going to go down there
Thank you for joining us up here, Loco.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to go hug Night Terror when he comes through the back. And then we're going to go to the Sizzler.
Good luck.
All right,
and
take care,
Maximum
buddy.
Carnage in 2 weeks, where the titles will be on the line. Night Terror and Loco, super scary, against Mad Dog and Clayton from the Redneck Connection.
So he's enjoying having Juan Loco up here. He's good for a few laughs. Just saw his partner defeat Mad Dog.
I was laughing pretty hard when he referred to that Hogan chokeslam. Excuse me, I'm sorry everyone, I couldn't contain myself. Night Terror, proud CWA Tag Team Champion. This man has come a long way, and ever since joining Loco, he's really embraced the audience a little bit more. It's been good to see.
He's definitely turned. Well, I think Loco being in his life definitely changed a lot.
He humanized him a little bit,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word.
I honestly, win, lose, or draw after Maximum Carnage, I would love to see this continue on.
Well, you guys,
They
it's
need
just
each
about
other.
time. Excuse me, Mike. It's just about time for the main event. Matt Wild, if you can make sure your dome is being caught on camera here.
There you go.
There it is. Just about time for that main event between Steeples and Osiris, non-title.
Basically a rematch from CWA Nightmare. I'm excited. I'm
I'm going to let you guys handle the majority of the commentary for that match. I have a big decision to make regarding the Warlord and his second city title, second rematch. So if we could just toll the bell 3 times for the main event, we'll get it started. What's the matter? Can't handle it?
Well, here we go. He's been #1 contender. Although,
Well, Steeples came out last week bragging about his victory over Osiris and Nightmare, telling everyone that Osiris tucked his tail between his legs and put the CWA over what happened. Obviously, that's not true because there he is, fan favorite Michael
I
Osiris.
heard he went over something else, but nonetheless,
He's ready to get himself some of Steeples tonight. Let's not piss on the fire.
Now I got a question here.
Very impressive
If Osiris
year for Michael Osiris overall, holding the second city title on a couple of different occasions. A big victory at Gold Rush over Warlord. He's defeated Steeples on multiple occasions this year. Can he do it again tonight?
I think he can, but that's what I was just about to ask you. The CWA heavyweight title division is getting very interesting. We have a number one contender for Maximum Carnage in Aaron Stone. Aaron Stone, of course, not here tonight. We also have Matt Wild here, Mr. Golden Opportunity himself. You're running around with that cage, Matt. You have that case. You have an opportunity to cash that in at a moment's notice. And Steeples has really no choice but to compete. You know, that's something he's got to have in the back of his mind.
In a lot of ways, Matt, in my opinion, it's better to have that Golden Opportunity briefcase like you do than this match that Stone has in Maximum Carnage, because Stone's going to go one-on-one with Steeples. We know that already. However, you're looking in the shadows and you can cash in tonight, next week, Maximum Carnage, the week after, whenever
Does
you want.
not matter. It can happen at any time.
Now,
Unexpected.
my question is tonight, what if Osiris gains a victory over Steeples? Does that now put him in contention for the CWA title? And if so, when?
You heard Osiris earlier, he doesn't care if it's for the title or not. Sit back here and watch the CWA heavyweight champion make his way to the ring.
No, speaking of Maximum Carnage, you know, Matt, I know you're not 100%. I know you're not on the card. Are you going to be at Maximum Carnage? What's on your mind? What do you think? Give us something.
I'm going to be close by. That's all I can say.
Close by.
I'm gonna be very close by.
Interesting to hear that.
I can't.
Steeples has to take into consideration. And not only Steeples, Aaron Stone as well. I mean, you're definitely a thorn in the side of both of them. You're still looking around. I don't think, honestly, at CWA Night or anybody expected you to return. I sure as hell didn't.
It had to be done. This guy right here, I couldn't take it anymore. He just stepped on too many people. He's disrespecting everybody backstage. We can't have it anymore.
Speaking of respect, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but you came out here last week and said, out of respect for
There we go.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Match is starting right off the bat. Steeples has been waiting.
I'll hold my thought for a second here. And Steeples getting the jump start on Michael Osiris.
See, it's garbage like this. This is why this guy can no longer be the CWA heavyweight champion.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but you came out here this week and said, out of respect for Aaron Stone, you are going to wait to cash in that briefcase until his score is settled with Steeples.
I'm not gonna steal Aaron Stone's moment. I'm gonna let him have his moment, and we'll go from there.
So, best case scenario, Aaron Stone becomes CWA champion in Maximum Carnage, and then you and Stone go toe to toe?
May the best man win.
Wouldn't you like to take it to Steeples, though, the man who put you on the shelf? You have to, I know it.
There's definitely some revenge back there that I need to get for when he beat me down with that steel chain.
Absolutely.
Well, man, I'm not going to twist your arm and ask you. I mean, it's like I said, the ball is most definitely in your court. You have the briefcase. We all know it. But let's get back to the match here. We have Steeples stomping away at Michael Osiris.
Of course, playing dirty as he always does. Been ahead of this match since it started. Nothing new there.
Only a 2 count after a big elbow drop right across the chest of Michael Osiris. Big splash, well over 300 pounds. Osiris barely able to kick out, but he did. Their elbow drop. 1, 2. And Osiris looking worse and worse after each blow.
Come on, Osiris, let's go.
Barely able to get up. Now a choke, blatant choke right in front of the referee. And this is what you're talking about here, man.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
This
Disrespect in the ring.
Yes. It's got to be hard to watch a CWA champion.
And do nothing about it.
Yeah, and acting this way.
When you're holding that title you are representing this company, and he's doing a poor job representing this company right
Well,
here.
he's all out for himself. That's no secret. He's been like that ever since. Hell, ever since he came here.
He has a massive ego. He's doing exactly everything he can to stay on top. If that means he has to play dirty and cheat, he's going to do it.
Another big splash across the back of Osiris. Osiris wrenching that lower back.
You still suck though. She don't want you.
Again, only a 2 count. Osiris barely getting up. It's almost like Steeples is toying with him at this point. Wait a minute.
There's another kick to the back.
Couple of them. Seems like Osiris is putting everything he has left behind him. Oh boy.
That's a 700-pound leg drop.
Still only a 2 count. You know, it almost appears to me like Steeples is not even. I don't know. He's not putting a lot of effort into
No,
this.
it's like you said, he's toying with him.
Oh yeah.
He's not taking this match very serious at all. And that's going to be the downfall when it comes to that title. He thinks that there's nobody in this building that's in his league, and he is dead wrong.
Well, Osiris giving him a little taste of his own medicine, mounting him from behind and throwing those forearms right into the back. There's another one, just for good measure. Osiris still slow to get up though. Steeples is down.
That's a check mark on the board.
Well, I just noticed Lethal did leave us, but he left with the contract he was working on. I wonder what's going on.
Something.
I don't think he came up with a clear-cut decision, did he?
No, I think he said he was still deciding on it. Some stiff forearms, headbutts.
There's definitely a lot of stiffness behind those forearms. Oh, big kick right to the chest. That woke Steeples up. But he gets him right back. Another nice forearm right to the chin. I think that one rocked Steeples a little bit. He's a little woozy. He's going to send the big man off the ropes. Here he comes. Oh!
Double
like a car crash.
It's like 2 rhinos fighting over a piece of ham.
Referee, no choice but to make that 10 count.
2! Come on, Osiris, go! 3!
Osiris with the kip up.
I wonder if Steeples could do that. Oh my God!
Oh my God, that clothesline. Oh!
No way, no way. Steeples able to break the grip. Oh!
Nice face land.
This could be it. Good ring positioning. No, only a 2 count. Barely kicking out.
Osiris so close. Looking like he's trying to go for the finish.
He's setting up for that drive-by kick. Wait, no, he caught him, rolled him up.
No, kick out. Come on, let's go.
Only a 2 count. Very lucky there. Wait a minute, ducks it. Oh! He's gonna go for that snapmare driver. Steeples caught him. Oh, man.
Oh my God, come on.
And that's all she wrote. Steeples capitalizing on a mistake and winning the match.
This right here, this is not going to last forever, though.
Oh, I know.
This time is going to come.
Well, that was a rematch from CWA Nightmare. Again, we find Steeples victorious. But that's not all for the show, Matt. We do have one more segment here. I guess we're going to get to the bottom of what Lethal has decided as far as the fate goes for Warlord in that CWA Second City Championship.
I'm sorry, Mike Andrews. This is making me sick. I can't do this.
Matt, I hear you. You know what? I appreciate you coming up here and helping me. Maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe I won't.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe you'll just be lurking in the shadows like you said. But nonetheless, I'll close it out, Matt. I appreciate your help. Steeples is now walking out with that championship. But how much longer is he going to hold on to that? Is he going to lose it at CWA Maximum Carnage? Is he not? Is Matt Wild going to cash in? Who knows? Referee checking out Osiris. Osiris up. Here we go. Warlord now making his way to the ring for a second time tonight. Warlord's got a microphone.
Warlord sucks! Warlord sucks! Warlord sucks! Warlord sucks!
If you're done, I got something to say.
No!
You know what happened?
We're not done!
Shut up! I've been patient long enough. Get your ass down to this ring, and your answer better be yes.
Oh, he's calling out Lethal. Lethal's not up here.
Looking back at me.
Here we go, moment of truth. Like I said, the contract that he was working on right here on this desk is gone. I don't know, we're going to see what happens. I, for one, don't think he deserves it. He's lost fair and square. I'm sure Lethal would agree. I'm sure RBK would agree if he was here.
Well, I promise you by the end of the night, you have your answer. And you say my answer better be yes. Almost sounds like a threat of some kind.
No! 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 No!
He don't deserve shit!
You better have my answer. I just think it's funny, you threatening me. You know, you can't just go to work and threaten your boss. I've done everything I can to stay out of the ring and stay out of the wrestler's business. But you just don't, you're making it very difficult. So I've been thinking about this throughout the show. And as I said earlier, I'll give you this. You've been a top competitor in the CWA Second City Division throughout the year. So I prepared the contract here. It's all set, it's just awaiting your signature. So I guess we'll stop hesitating and cut to the chase here. Make it official for Maximum Carnage for Warlord. No funny business. No need to try to attack me again. We're good.
Well, he signed the contract, throws it back in Lethal's face.
You tell Clint that Second City title belongs to me.
Bitch. No.
Want me to tell him that? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You think you're so smart, Warlord? You think you deserve a shot at the Second City title, Maximum Carnage? Well, the fact of the matter is, you will be competing at CWA Maximum Carnage, but you do not deserve a shot at the CWA Second City title. You're obviously not as smart as you say you are, because you just signed your name for this contract for Maximum Carnage. However, you will not be wrestling Franklin Cole at Maximum Carnage. Because last week you made the mistake of putting your hands on me again. So Maximum Carnage this year inside the steel cage, you're gonna wrestle me.
Whoa! And Lethal now taking it to Warlord, telling him that he's gonna wrestle him inside the cage. Wait a minute, we got referees going out there. All hell's breaking loose here. They're trying to pull these two apart. Lethal saying that's the last time you're gonna put your hands on me. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been CWA Extreme. One more match now added to Maximum Carnage. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. We're gonna see Lethal going against Warlord, and these two guys aren't even letting the referees break them up. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of CWA Extreme. Join us next week for the Go Home Show. I'm Michael Andrews. Tune in.